Hello, you beautiful people out there. Welcome back to FundaCraft. This is episode 3. I've done a little bit. I say a little bit. When exploring a bit more, found another village, not too far away. And also found one of them zombified village thingies with all the cobwebs over it. I haven't gone to it yet, but I did see it on the map. I did see it in the distance as I was taking my boat the wrong way. We'll definitely be checking that out soon. What I did do, though, was I discovered something when I was digging away near my portal. I was clearing it out, making it look all nice and shiny, and I noticed a stairway. So I went down the stairway, and I found an enchanting room. Complete setup. That may or may not have taken us a few cows to build. But in this is a nice little chest here, and look at this. We've got an enchanted book of flame. We've got lapis. And you won't believe... We've got the sword of the cosmos! So we'll be using that one today. There we go. It was requested, and we found it. We found the sword of the cosmos. Probably should enchant a little bit of the gear. Chest. What can we get out of the chest? Fire protection? Why not? We'll get fire protection 1. What about leggings? Protection 2. We'll definitely get protection 2. And our bootsicles? Ooh, feather falling 2. I like feather falling 2. Our axe already has efficiency and unbreaking. Of course, our pickaxe got efficiency 4 and fortune 2. So, yeah, that should do it for now. I'll get my actual iron helm and put that back on. I'll leave that lapis in here. There we go. I've found a few more diamonds, and I've repaired that pickaxe, but I didn't find many. Oh yeah, so we had 2 already. So I've used 2 to repair it. So I found probably, I think it was a vein of 4, and then the fortune actually doubled it for me, so I got 8 out of it. That's right. Still got the few moo cows over there. The zombified village, if we go this way, it's not too far down the river. It just takes me a while to find my way back home because I couldn't remember where it was. So I've got to try and remember how to get back now. So this little tricky spot cuts back in on itself. There we go. Now it should be just there somewhere. Or is it that way? You know what? Now I've lost it. Now I've lost it? Have I? Surely not. Surely I have. I haven't, don't call me Shirley. Alright, we'll try down this way. Excuse you. Swear at me again. Yep, there it is. Just saw it. Let's go, see if there's anybody home. Hello, Buzzy. Not a bad little spot. Some dolphins. Could dismantle this and build a little naval or sea-based village here. Who's home? Anybody? We have come to eat your leftovers. Take a few beds, and then doesn't hurt to have a few extra beds lying around. Potatoes. Boil them, mash them, put them in a stew. Yeah, I'm taking that for sure. At least we know there's plenty of what is it, mossy cobble. I had to actually go and get vines from a little swamp near our house to make my... Ooh. Emeralds. Nice. Don't really need those. Potatoes will take. Bread will take. Poppy and that can stay here. Ooh, a fountain. Definitely taking the bell. Oh, hello. I didn't bring a name tag. Hello. How can I help you? Keep him secret. Keep him safe. Wow, there's another building all the way over here. Well, we're definitely taking that hay. I'll grab all this stuff and then I'll meet you back home. Coming back up on the homestead. We'll get a good night's kip and I'll show you the other progress that we've made. Ah, rise and shine, let's hook into it. We've got a long journey ahead of us, but we've discovered there's somebody else here. The little cottage over there isn't the only building that's been discovered in these here parts. On a very slow trip around here, we've discovered something new. It's up in the mountains, and it begins just around this bend. Ooh, it looks like a gate of some sort. Maybe it's a good place to park a boat. Maybe it's a new kingdom that could be emerging. They're trying to defend themselves. So I'm not overly happy. I think I'm going to replace some of this bottom bit here, maybe a layer underneath it, or raise it up a little bit more with standard stone brick to sort of offset that dark color of the deep slate. But up here, this is going to be sort of like a watchtower barracks sort of dealio. It'll probably go up fairly high. Probably, let's see if we can roughly, maybe a few more. So about 30-ish high from there. So I want it to be sort of elevated enough that you can see it from a long way away. You can see our little cottage over there. We might even put another little cottage there, one over there, a couple sort of around the place to make it look like little homesteads on the outskirts of this bustling metropolis. We might even sort of go up to here, and down here is going to be the entrance to our kingdom. As you can see, a little pathway goes in through there. And that was one of the first little areas I saw where we had that little bit of a lake in the bottom. And we're like, we could do something here. We put like a little Lord's Manor in there or something like that. I've decided against that little bit, but it's going to be the entrance to our kingdom. And we come through, we'll have a couple of waterfalls down each side. I'll prettify that up with a few bushes and whatnot, make it look all nice. And we'll actually have our main road here with a nice big gated entrance. And as you walk through the gated entrance, we'll have like a portcullis on this side as well. And you come across what's going to be expanded out a bit, like a little moat. So not only if you tried to attack the kingdom, would you have to come through a few troops at a time. Once you got to here, you would still only be a few troops thick, and then the defending troops could be all around this side, while you literally have nowhere to go except straight ahead. And then the road would come up, there'd be a few other buildings here, more defensive buildings, little guardhouses, watchtowers or whatnot. And then as it comes up through this little ravine, that was going to be another way in, but there'll be a building up in there somewhere. We come through and it will dig through this bit as well, open up into the next area, into here. So this will all come out, that'll come around, and there'll be maybe the shop district here, and then we'll have some of your more prominent castle types up there, and then I think over there is going to be our sort of observatory science area, I believe. So it's going to be a bit bigger of a city than I was planning to do for my first one, but it's going to incorporate those little guys down there. And hopefully, if I can manage it, I'll put them into minecarts and travel the minecarts all the way up and actually lock some villages into a few of the shops as well. So Might even rename not just the shops after you guys in the comments, but maybe a couple of the villages as well. So we could have something like Ted's shop and then Ted will be inside sort of thing. So I don't think that'll be too bad. And then as I said, up here we'll have sort of like an observatory through that little hole over there. There we go, through there. Maybe sort of something that spirals up around the side, and sort of nice big sort of science-based building up there. And might even redo this to be more of the residential area around here. So that's the plans. Hey buddy. Yeah, I know, it's pretty cool, eh? Yeah, cool as in like, you know, good, not cool as in cold because it's snow. Stop stealing my joke. Jeez. Well, there you have it. That's going to be the first kingdom. We'll need to come up with a name for it and a little bit of backstory and a little bit of lore. Yeah, I think it's going to come along fairly nicely. I haven't figured out a full colour scheme yet, but I was thinking something lightish. So not overly dark. I think they're going to be more of a commerce-based society rather than a militaristic. And they are going to, because they're more of a commerce base, they're going to be investing heavily in easily defensible things rather than a massive military to sort of help them out. So I think that's where we're going to sit. That's what we're going to do. So I might try and gather a few resources and get a little bit of a build happening. Still early in the development of this update, 1.17. So we don't have replay mod, so I'm not going to try and bore you too much with first-person replays, but I'll capture a bit of footage, I'll capture a little bit here and there, so you can see from a distance and see up close a little bit of the progress, and yeah, we'll see how it turns out. I'll see you on the other side. Alright, you saw from a little bits and pieces there that are putting a few blocks in here and there. Made a bit of a tower. Still not the full finished shape, but we've got most of the outline. We've got a little bit of bits and pieces hanging out the sides. Still a little bit squarish. There's going to be a couple of little bits and pieces I'm going to add on to it. The downside is that pretty much out of materials to continue it. And it's going to take me a lot longer than what I've got today to grab all of it. I severely underestimated how big I was going to make this. So I didn't have anywhere near the materials, excuse you, to get it finished. But as you can see, we've got a few stories there. The first one's got a little bay window. Come around, thank you. First one's got a little bay window, and there'll be a blank one, and then there'll be a little balcony. I'll finish that off, round it out a little bit, put a fence around it. This top one here is going to be all glass. So all glass around there, that'll come out, that extra row there. So it'll be all glass all the way around, and then there'll be a smooth stone floor. Actual smooth stone, so cooking an extra one of those. So there'll be a smooth stone floor up the top, and then another rail, and so there'll be a path to actually stand on the roof. So it is fairly tallish, about as tall as I was going to go, but I didn't think I'd go as wide and as sort of big. But the taller I went, the wider it needed to be. It just looked a bit silly. So I extended it out the back a little bit, dug a little bit more around it, and tried to do what I could with the materials I had, but severely ran out. Now I need to gather a heap of wood, a heap of sand, start smelting up, getting all of that sort of good stuff going. As you can see, I got a little bit of stone left on me, but that won't go very far with the size of the building. That'll be about 2 layers. And there is the smooth stone that we're going to be using. But if you guys liked it, please hit that like button, give it a good smack. Oh, hello. That was a bit weird. I'm going to do that again. Alright, I'm going to have to call it there. From me in the future. Third time's a charm, hey? Alright guys, I'm going to call it there. If you liked it, hit that like button. If you really liked it, hit that subscribe button so you can see more from me in the future. Until next time, toodles.